Reports say that one of the black boxes recovered from the site of the Germanwings crash is damaged. Officials are still hoping its information will shed light on why the Airbus came down. Not going anywhere, Barack Obama assures the Afghan President in Washington that almost 10,000 US troops will stay in Afghanistan until the end of this year. If you come to Denmark, you have to work. An ad campaign by the country's ruling party is provoking a storm in regional politics. Just now, 12 o'clock noon here in Moscow. This is RT International. Let's get straight to your top worldwide headlines right now. And recovery efforts are resuming at the scene of the Germanwings plane crash after the search for the bodies was postponed due to stormy weather and darkness. You're looking right now at live pictures from nearby to the crash site, where officials are convinced they're more in a recovery operation than that of a rescue operation. One of the black boxes has already been found, with a report saying it was partially damaged. Though authorities believe there's still some hope that vital information can be retrieved, which of course would help to answer many of the key questions over just what went so catastrophically wrong. Now, the jet went down on its way from Barcelona to Düsseldorf. The aircraft, with 150 on board, smashed into tiny fragments, as you can see, spread across mountainous ravines. Here's what occurred before the aircraft came down. At around 10 a.m. local time, the A320 took off from El Prat Airport in Barcelona. Only 45 minutes later, it started rapidly descending over the French Alps. The plane issued no distress call before the crash, descending over 10,000 meters in about 8 minutes. The jet is known to have undergone a check only on Monday, and of the two pilots on board, the captain had more than 10 years of experience. And we spoke with several experts to hear their theories about the causes of the crash.
There is some information that's starting to surface on the web that seems to indicate that the plane initially had a very high descent rate from its cruising level, meaning that it started descending very rapidly and very quickly in a short amount of time, which could be indicative of a pressurization problem or a complete loss of pressurization, in which case the pilots would attempt to get the plane down to a breathable altitude as soon as possible.
Now, the aircraft concerned is 24 years old. It was one of the very first fly-by-wire aircraft to actually go into service. Lufthansa engineering is world-renowned, and they do maintain all their aircraft to a very, very high specification. And if there's anything technical, if there's anything wrong with the aircraft, trust me, it would not have been flying.
And people have been gathering in airports, both in Barcelona and Düsseldorf, waiting for any information about their relatives and friends. Among the passengers, there was a group of German students with two teachers. They were traveling home from an exchange program. A candle-lit vigil has been held in their local town. Now, the nationalities of all the passengers and the crew are still being established, but we can bring you up some preliminary facts and figures here on RT International. So far, we know that Germany lost the largest number, at least 67, and 45 Spanish are among the dead. Nationals from Kazakhstan, Japan, Australia, Argentina, and Colombia were also victims, along with people from the Netherlands and an unconfirmed number from Britain and Turkey. The leaders of Germany, France and Spain are set to visit the crash site today to pay their condolences to the victims. What just happened to the audio? Now, two opera singers, Maria Radner and Oleg Brydziak, were also on board the Germanwings jet. Maria Radner is said to have been traveling with her husband and an infant. Now, the German media reporting that 30 Germanwings flights have been cancelled in the wake of the tragedy. The newspaper Bild published this article saying several pilots are refusing to fly due to safety concerns. And the ill-fated airliner had undergone some repair work the day before it crashed. However, Lufthansa, which owns Germanwings, has said the issue was a minor technical adjustment and not safety-related. A last-minute change of plan, though, saved the lives of a Swedish third division football team. The squad was supposed to fly home to Sweden via Düsseldorf after a trip to Spain. But after arriving in Barcelona, the team decided the layover in Germany would be too long, and they rebooked onto other flights. Of course, we are closely following developments on air and online at rt.com. Get the latest updates and the details of the plane crash.